New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, welcome to New Thought Media Network. It's prayer time. My name, excuse me. My name is Casey Fight. I am a licensed practitioner and reverend to be very soon. Yay. And I'm here with Robert. You want to introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone. Dr. Robert with you.
Awesome. We are really happy to be here, and I want to welcome anyone joining us. Please feel to drop us a prayer request or say hi in the chat. And we pray every day at 8:15 a.m. and p.m. in Mountain Time. So please join us. We have a team of ministers and practitioners that are here to pray for you. And I want to tell you a little bit about affirmative prayer. Actually, before I do that, New Thought Media Network is a global broadcast network. We have positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along with the journey of enlightenment. We are creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. So affirmative prayer, which we'll be doing shortly, is coming into the awareness of spirit and then aligning with that truth. When we pray, we are not asking for something. Rather, we are affirming that it already is. This is a scientific method of prayer based on philosophy, and change your thinking, change your life. This is a quote by Ernest Holmes, our founder, which is a very powerful statement. So we pray in the first person. So as you listen, take this prayer in as if it's your own. And as I mentioned, we have a prayer team of spiritual practitioners and ministers. So if there's anything you would like prayer for, please send us an email to prayer@ntmedia.org. So shall we dive into prayer?
Yes.
All right. Let's do it. So as you know, we've had some changes here in the United States. I know we are global, but in the United States, we've had some changes as far as what's going on in the politics of our country. And we don't want to dive into the politics so much as to instead focus on praying for our country. And so our founder, Ernest Holmes, who was born in 1887 and moved on to the next dimension in 1960, wrote this powerful prayer for my country. And so I thought that that would be a great way to bring in this prayerful energy today for our country, because we know we're living in times of a lot of polarity, a lot of changes in the world where, we're struggling a little bit to get along. So I thought this prayer would be a beautiful prayer to bring tonight. Robert, anything else you want to add to that before I dive in?
It sounds perfect.
Okay. So I just invite you, if you're joining us, to close your eyes if you feel comfortable with that, and just take in a deep breath and release that breath out. Let it go. And just taking in these words into your heart. Believing in the divine destiny of the United States of America and in the preservation of liberty, security, and self-expression, I offer this, my prayer for my country. I know that divine intelligence governs the destiny of the United States of America, directing the thought and the activity of all who guide its affairs. I know that success, prosperity, and happiness are the gifts of freedom and are the divine heritage of everyone in this country. I know that success, prosperity, and happiness are now operating in the affairs of every individual in this country. I know that divine guidance enlightens the collective mind of the people of this country, causing it to know that economic security may come to all without the loss of either personal freedom or individual self-expression. I know that no one can believe or be led to believe that freedom must be surrendered in order to ensure economic security for all. Excuse me. The all-knowing mind of God contains the answer to every problem which confronts this country. I know that every leader in this country is now directed to this all-knowing mind and has the power of complete solution to every problem. And each is compelled upon this knowledge to the end that abundance, security, and peace shall come to all. And I know that this spiritual democracy shall endure, guaranteeing to everyone in this country personal liberty, happiness, and self-expression. And so I pass the remainder of this prayer over to Robert.
I take in these words. I take in these words of truth, recognizing that they are beyond time. And while written at a different moment in history, written from a different consciousness, a different perspective of this country, of our place in it, these words are beyond the human time. These words are actually the divine bringing itself into enlightenment, bringing itself into the light where we may see a deeper truth. So we each are in our own way taking these words out of the divine and bringing them into human time, taking them out of the old day, taking them out of that past time and bringing them into this exact moment, as an experience in our lives, an experience of affirming, an experience of remembering, and an experience of embodying these ideals. That all are created equal, these ideals that we each have a unique destiny. And I know at the deepest part of my being that everyone is bringing forth a unique set of gifts and skills and talents, a unique way to see the world, a unique way to express in the world. We affirm that that's happening within our body politics as well. That a higher and greater vision is emerging than we may have imagined, than we may have been able to see yesterday. But now today, beyond the experiences, we can see a new vision, we can see a new idea, we can see a new future. Each and every moment, there are the opportunities for each of us to step into a sacred sense of yes. And tonight, I step into the yes of these words that are crafted specifically, a deep sense of knowing, a deep affirmation of our truth, a deep knowing that everything's happening just as it must, that in this country we are coming to a greater expression and a greater experience of ourselves, of who we are, of who we came to be, of how we came to show up in the world. Oh, it feels so good. There is a sense of excitement in the air, a sense of excitement across the airwaves for what seemed like a space where so many were resigning to an outcome that what seemed less than ideal, that seemed less than we were passionate about, that no one quite believed in. There is now the opportunity, there is before us right now a grand opportunity to envision what comes next differently. To remind ourselves that nothing and no one is broken here, that everything's happening just as it must. What we know is there is a great, great blessing upon us, for it is in this day we shall always remember a new opportunity unfolded, a new doorway was opened, a new opportunity to perceive our lives, our world, our contribution differently. So excited for what is revealing itself here now. The good, the opportunity, a vision of a world that works for all, a vision of a world that works for each one in our own ways and by our own means, by our own ways. So I claim for each one that may hear these words, a deep sense of assurance, a deep sense of knowing that who you are makes a difference, that what you say, how you say it, when you say it, absolutely matters. That our own individual vision is absolutely necessary to the collective unfolding of a grander vision. And we're witnessing that this day, the unfolding of a grander vision. And I'm calling that good. Calling it all good. Every part of this day, everything that's happened, those things I understand, those things I don't know about, those things I don't comprehend, all of it's good. The state of the universe, it's all good and getting better every moment. This is the truth as I know it. I am grateful to be in this place of sharing this truth, grateful to be a conduit through which the divine reveals this truth, but most especially grateful to know God's got this. So there's nothing more I need do but get out of the way. Getting myself out of the divine circuits, letting go of any concept of how or when or why, any question about how and when or why, and being in a place of knowing that it is all good. God's on the job. And as I release this word into the law, the universal law that cannot return this word void, the law that must take up this word and demonstrate, that universal law that must fulfill this prayer, in fact, is already operating upon it, already bringing the right resources, the right connections, the right opportunities together in a nexus of divinity, in a great opportunity for the moment after this one and the moment after that one. I get myself out of the way and let that law, that universal law, take over. And in that, I know it is done. And I affirm this truth by simply saying, and so it is.
So it is. Beautiful.
So it is. Thank you. Thank you, dear ones, for being with us. I want to thank and welcome soon to be Rev to be. We got all kinds of nicknames for people that are in that space in between. But Rev to be Casey, we're really grateful to have you here as part of the prayer team and learning the ropes and getting used to all the buttons and the bells and the whistles and how this all works together. And what I know, folks, is I'm going to invite you to keep tuning in and catching Casey's prayers, because I've heard this woman pray. She's not a newbie at this in any means, and she's going to be here sharing her word, her inspiration, and the beauty that she is with all of us. So again, Casey, welcome to the team. Glad you're here. We're going to get out of here for now, folks. Let you get into the rest of your evening. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast week. If you didn't catch it today, we have all kinds of Sunday services from across the country, all part of our all-day Sunday programming. You can catch up with that on our YouTube channel. Please check that out. And come back again tomorrow morning. I'll be here at 7 a.m. Mountain Time with the Monday Morning Visioning, part of our shared spiritual practice programming. And then, of course, all of our regular programming for a Monday, including, of course, our Monday morning prayers at 8:15. That's what we've got for tonight. So again, I want to thank you for being with us. Please, if you're in that space where you're able, share a little love and donate to the network. Drop a few bucks in the bucket tonight, or hey, maybe a few hundred, whatever's working for you. We're going to say goodnight. Until next time, wish you peace and richest blessings. Bye now.
Bye.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.com. newthoughtmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.